All right, all right, all right. Mindvalley University, make some noise. Woo! Woo! It has been 3 years since we've done Mindvalley University, and you are exactly as shy as I fucking remember you. Wow. How does it feel to be back here, guys? Live, in person. Now, I want to just kind of get a quick show here in the room. Make some noise as if this is your first Mindvalley University. Look at all y'all crazies who have no idea you joined a cult. Who's here for their second or more Mindvalley University? Make some noise. Proof that the cult has its advantages. See, guys? This is a good thing. Stick around. Oh, man, I am so freaking stoked to be back with you guys. We were here over the weekend doing the Super Coach Experience, which is amazing. Who is here for the Super Coach Experience? So for those of you who don't know me or weren't here over the weekend for the Super Coach experience, my name is Jason Goldberg. I am a coach, author, speaker. I host and MC the A-Fest at Mindvalley University, parts of it at least, author on the Mindvalley platform, and according to Vision, the 9th best Jewish rapper in the world. But that's a number that changes all the time. Yeah, we never really know what's going on there. This is such an incredible event in general, but especially this time. We have 1,300 people from 70 different countries that are here for this event. Absolutely incredible. Mark is here wearing, that's his Sunday best. Thanks for wearing the kilt, bro. It really brings out all your eyes. I don't know. And the really cool thing about that is, you know, there's a lot of people who say they want transformation. They say they want to change. They say they want things to be different in their world. And the talking is something we're all guilty of doing, myself included, right? Saying that I want to do something but not actually following through. And it reminds me of this story that I love about this man, John, who is experiencing some financial hardships. And so he prays to God. He says, God, please, please, just let me win the lottery one time. And so he waits. A week goes by. He doesn't win the lottery. Now things start getting worse. He loses his job. So he says, God, please, I've lost my job. I don't know how I'm going to take care of my family. Please, I never ask you for anything. Just once, let me win the lottery. Another week goes by, nothing. So now John's really pissed. His wife leaves him, takes the kids with him. He's completely alone. He loses his house. He's living out of his car. And he says, you know what, God? Screw you. I'm not asking you for anything. You've never shown up for me. I asked you for one thing and you couldn't do it. I'm done with you. And just then, the heavens open up in the sky. And God looks down and says, John, meet me halfway. Buy a fucking ticket. But see, all of you have done way more than just buy a ticket. You left your homes, you left your comfort, you left everything that you love to come to this weird place. And I don't mean Estonia, I love Estonia. I mean this room, a weird place to completely lean into your edges, to get uncomfortable, to be open to miracles, to really be here to have something extraordinary happen in your life. And I want to acknowledge you for that. I know it's a big, big ask to leave your families and leave your homes, and you're here. And I know something amazing is going to happen for all of you. And I want you to kind of look inside and choose one of three things in this moment. There are three different ways you can show up during Mindvalley University. The first one is an observer. Totally fine. Observers will sit there and they'll watch the speakers on stage and maybe think there's some really cool, insightful things happening. That's awesome. There's the participant who watches the speakers on stage but also engages with things and asks questions and talks to each other. That's amazing. And the last one is you can be a seeker. Where are my seekers in the room? That's where the real magic happens. Because James Altucher says to the outside world, immersion looks like magic. So if you want to create magic while you're here at Mindvalley University, immerse yourself in the experience. Be where you are. Meet as many people as you can. Connect. Don't worry about trying to write down everything that a speaker says. As a matter of fact, I would say, don't write down anything a speaker says. Write down what you say to you based on what you hear a speaker says. That's the power. That's the insight. All right, we have got so much in store for you over the next 3 weeks. Whether you're here for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, believe me, you will get everything you came for and more. I promise you that. But to start, we have a really, really special person coming to the stage. This person is an incredible performer, an amazing recording artist, somebody who is a household name in both Sweden and Estonia. And who here knows the show Eurovision? Yeah, a few fans in the house? She was on that show, and it was seen by 250 million people. She's absolutely extraordinary. And has anybody seen Encanto before? Yes. Michael, I'm literally the only person who has not seen Encanto. You were right. I thought you were just screwing with me. You were absolutely right. Well, the person I'm about to bring to the stage does the vocals for the Swedish version of We Don't Talk About Bruno. I really got to see this movie. And she is a mother of two. She's an incredible performer, and I'm so excited to bring her to the stage. Please give a huge MVU welcome to Anna Salim.
Wow. The energy in this room, I'm mind blown already. I'm so thankful to be here today, sharing this moment with all of you, because we're creating this together, right? Yes, we are. And if you are here today in this room, you are alive. Isn't that a good start? We're breathing, we're evolving. All of us, we're humans, which means that we are not perfect. That comes with humanity. So we have all been through hardships, trials, tribulations. But if you are here today, you're still alive and kicking, and you made it through, which makes you a champion. Yes. So if these lyrics resonate with you, please consider them as yours. This is Champion. I've been walking in the dark, left my home and went too far. Now I'm following my heart, I will be my champion. All the times I cried alone, never let my feelings show. I can make it on my own, I will be my champion. I will be my champion, my warrior. I can make it through it all. I will be my champion, my warrior. I will rise up after the fall. I will be my champion. Yes. I can make it through it all. I will be my warrior. Woo! And I will rise up after the fall. I will be my champion. I'm so proud of who I am. When the war is over, I still stand. And no one knows where I have been. I will be my champion. You are my champions. I will be my champion, my warrior. I can make it through it all. I will be my champion, my warrior. I will rise up after the fall. I will be my champion. Yes. I can make it through it all. I will be my warrior. Yes, you are warriors of love. I will rise up after the fall. Woo! Through the pain, I'm a champion. Through the loss, I'm a warrior. I'm a fight, I'm a champion. I will be my champion. I can make it through it all. I am a champion, my warrior. I will rise up after the fall. I will be my champion. Hello, champions. I can make it through it all. I will be my warrior. I will rise up after the fall. I will be my champion. And before you will get to hear and experience the man that we've all been waiting for, I have one more song for you and one more message. I'll tell you this, I'm 46 years old. And yeah, hell yeah. And according to the music business, I should have had retired probably 20 years ago. I refuse. I am not buying that narrative. No, never, ever. So remember to stay hungry, stay passionate, and don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do. Life is too short. So please stay hungry. Somebody told me that You should stop doing it, but I ain't had enough just quite yet. There's much more to life, much more than just being alive, and I'm just getting started. I'm waking up, waking up, waking up to the sun. Dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. I just wanna live my life. I just wanna have a good time. I'm still hungry. That's right, I ain't done yet. I just finished my appetizer. I'm still hungry, yeah. I ain't done yet. I need music, passion, chocolate, sex, money. I'm still hungry. That's right. I'm still hungry. You know what? I've had my ups and downs, days of stress and doubt. I've been feeling so exhausted. But now I'm stepping out, I'm stepping into the light. I've had enough of fighting. Everything's just begun. Dancing, I'm dancing, I'm dancing to the beat of my own drum. I'm still hungry, I ain't done yet. I just finished my appetizer. I'm still hungry, I ain't done yet. I need music, passion, chocolate, sex, money. I'm still hungry. Are you hungry? Yes. Stay hungry. Don't ever lose that. I just wanna live my life with my body, soul, and mind. That's right. So believe me when I say a good time. Still hungry. I ain't done yet. I finished my appetizer. I'm still hungry. I ain't done. I need music, passion, chocolate, sex, money. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the whole Mindvalley family. Thank you to Vision. I'm so much looking forward to seeing you. You can't imagine. Thank you to you for creating this very moment together. Thank you.
You just stay up here with me. You want to just hang out with me for a little while?
Jason! Yeah!
Guys, give another round of applause to Anna Celine. I don't appreciate you lying about your age on stage, but it's fine. It's fine. I look forward to you being 46 in 20 years. It's going to be fantastic. All right, guys. You guys ready for somebody to come up on stage? Somebody you may or may not know. Somebody who may or may not have started Mindvalley. Somebody without whom none of this shit would be happening right now. Somebody who is the 4th sexiest Indian man in Estonia. Oh wait, I'm just getting... Third sexiest man. Tragic accident. If we can just kill off the other two, Vision, we got you, bro. Anyways, guys, in all sincerity, I'm so excited to welcome to the stage the founder and CEO of Mindvalley. Everybody, please give a huge welcome to Vishen Lakhiani.
Thank you, Jason. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Mindvalley University. There are so many amazing people in this room, and there are so many people here I really can't wait for you guys to connect with. But here's why this is such an interesting experience for me. So I have a philosophy where if there's anything about the world that I do not like, I try to fix it, but not just for myself, but for other people as well. So I was really into meditation, and so I created a meditation app. At one point in Malaysia, I was really lonely, and I wanted to connect with like-minded individuals around the world, so I fixed it by creating a festival, A-Fest. Now, with Mindvalley University, the story was probably one of the most interesting ones. I wanted to find a way to fix boredom. The world had started changing, and I thought, how cool would it be if I could move with my family to a different city for a month every summer and just experience that city. And it started because one day I decided to go to Barcelona with Hayden, Eve, and Christina, and I fell in love with Barcelona, and I was thinking, I would love to be here for more than just a one-week holiday. I'd love to live here. But as soon as I thought about that, I knew myself, I'm gonna get so fucking bored. By the way, sorry, are there kids in this room? Do I have to tone down my language? No, the kids are in the academic classes? That's good. That's good, yes. Okay, that's why we have separate breakout rooms for the children. I lived in New York for 3 years. I took on a bit of like the New York way of expressing oneself. So I put up a post on Facebook, and this was the summer of around February 2016. I put up a post on Facebook, and I said, hey, everyone, moving to Barcelona for 30 days, would anyone want to join me? I think it would be really cool if, as people or as families, we just moved to a city together. And 300 people commented and said, I'm in. And I thought, okay, all right, 300 comments, I'm in. Let's see how many people came. 300 people came to Barcelona. And so I went to my team, Laura and Kadi, whom you will meet. They are somewhere, they're going to be coming up on stage shortly. And we hacked everything together in record time. They found a co-working space. We used Airbnb to find places to stay. And it was such an incredible moment for the first 3 days. And then chaos happened. The school teacher that we hired to teach the kids resigned from sheer pressure. We had difficulties like with so many different things. People were breaking down. My health was going it was much, much, much more complex. But still, everyone had an incredible time, except me and my team. We were trying to like hold everything together. But it was still really memorable. In fact, there's a documentary about this on YouTube that you can watch. It's called The Barcelona Project, and it's really about that whole chaos and breakdown in 2017. But one thing I really love about my team, the Mindvalley events team, which is led by Kadi and Laura, is that those two women, and you'll see them later, are really brilliant co-visionaries. And the very next year, they got everything working perfectly. And we went from 300 people to over 1,000 people in Tallinn, Estonia, in this amazing space. And now, it's no longer chaos. I no longer am gonna go through crazy amounts of stress, and we're gonna have all of that fun. And this time, I can have fun with you. But the question is, as we did this, we realized that this is actually a really interesting model that layers on some of the broken elements of the education system. So let's talk about what's really going on here, right? So if you think about human education, the idea that when we turn 17, we ship out to a campus for 4 years to learn stuff to help us with our career and with making money. Not completely bad, but also not really practical. But being human beings, we follow the same dogma for hundreds of years. The first university started in around the 13th century in Bologna, Italy. And that same model has really, now, it's still happening 700 years later. So I wanted to just play a mental game. What if we could reinvent this model of the university? And this is actually what we're doing here. So here are 5 things that we're actually experimenting with. Mindvalley University is a constant experiment. We haven't figured everything out, but this is what we're experimenting with. The first idea is this: rather than just focus on career and money, those are important, but they don't make a complete human being. If you've ever done the Lifebook assessment, or if you've done Lifebook, you know there are 12 categories of life. And here we're going to explore some of those other categories. There are going to be so many different educational talks here on emotional mastery, on character, on health and fitness. That is a big one that common education doesn't touch. On sex and passion and love, because there's so much dogma around that, so much guilt. And one of the most beautiful aspects of human living is suppressed. There are going to be talks on becoming a better parent, on human connection, on self-esteem. That's the first thing. But the second thing is, we don't bring in boring lecturers to give these talks. Our teachers are some of the most remarkable people in the world. I'm just scanning the room and I'm seeing a couple of them. Cameron Harrell, stand up, please. Hey, Cameron. So, Cameron is an extraordinary Canadian entrepreneur. He started a company called 1-800-GOT-JUNK, sold it for over 100 million. Cameron wrote 5 best-selling books on business that I absolutely love, right? Like Double Double, incredible book. He's one of our teachers. So you're not just learning from a professor of entrepreneurship, nothing wrong with that. You're learning from a guy who built a massive company, won all of these awards, and have written business books that have inspired millions of entrepreneurs. And then Paul Mckenna. Paul, please stand. So, Paul will be taking the stage shortly. So Paul Mckenna is typically ranked the #1 hypnotist in the world, the #1. He sold 12 million books in the UK. And Paul has personally helped me heal things that medical science says you need medication to heal. But he's healed it with me in 20-something minutes through hypnosis. And this is why Paul has 2 incredible programs on Mindvalley. And later, I'm actually going to show you my Mindvalley app, and you will see Paul's meditations are my 2 favorite meditations. So Paul Mckenna's voice is the voice I most listen to in the world. Everyday Bliss and Ultimate Confidence are 2 of the best damn meditations you listen to, and they change your life immediately. More on that later. Okay, so that's number 2. So the first is we have tweaked the curriculum to stuff that actually matters. Number 2, great, extraordinary teachers. And these teachers don't just fly in and fly out. They're going to be here with you. They're going to be dancing with you. They're going to be partying with you. Please treat them like normal people, okay? Many of our teachers have their children enrolled in the kids session. There are also occasional celebrities who come because they love this project. Their kids are enrolled. Treat them like normal people, which means don't flock around them at parties and ask for photos, okay? Just chat. Just don't treat them like they are. I know many of you may want a photo or something, but there's a time for that in the space, okay? At the parties, we want everyone to feel comfortable, and our teachers are really, really, really going to be partying with you. In fact, we have a Mindvalley speaker dance-off that will be happening. At a certain, we do this at all our big events. I tell our authors, tonight it's not about your oratory, it's about how you shake your booty. And then you guys get to vote for the best speaker dancer. We don't give speaking awards, we give like booty shaking awards. Paul, you got it? Yeah? You got any fears about dancing? You know, just hypnotize yourself. Fix that shit. Okay? Now number three, rather than 4 years in a bubble, because when you come out of that bubble, the world is going to change. What if university was 1 month every year? 1 month every year for 48 years. Okay? Think about that. 1 month every year for 48 years. Odds are in that 48 years, you're going to grow up, you're going to have kids, you're going to get married. Well, what if you brought your kids with you? And that brings us to the 4th point. Why do we create an education system where we and our children study separately? So one of our Mindvalley authors, Naveen Jain, shared something really interesting with me. If you know Naveen Jain, he created the program Power of Boldness on Mindvalley. He is the first private citizen to get permission to send a robot to the moon. Only nation states have done that. And then Naveen's company, Moon Express. But there's something else that really I love about Naveen. All his children have Ivy League degrees. They've graduated from Stanford, Harvard. His son, Ankur, just raised $300 million for his company Built. His daughter is a pioneer in vaginal microbiome testing. All his kids are brilliant scientists or engineers. And I asked him, as a father, what is your secret? And he said, you know, Vishen, Now, he told me this in 2015, and this is one of the things that seeded Mindvalley University's children's track. He said, Vishen, from the time my children are 6, I take them with me to networking events, to conferences, because when they're in a classroom, they don't get a full picture of the world. But when they're with me at these networking events, meeting billionaires, meeting incredible scientists, they meet people who are doing the extraordinary, who are achieving the impossible. And then they grow up with no limits. And so all my kids are super successful. But it's because from the time they were 6, they were exposed to adults who were seeing the world differently. That's the fourth special ingredient. And that's why Mindvalley University has a children's track. So we've looked at changing the curriculum, bringing world-class teachers, adjusting the timeline, and then doing this with our kids. And the fifth one is probably the most fun. When you go to university, you're going to meet a lot of great friends. The campus aspect of your university is probably the most fun part, right? How many of you here agree? Your greatest memories of university were not a lecture, it was a frat party, or it was your first makeout session under a tree, or it was your close friends. It's because that's a great aspect of university, campus life. It's one of the most fun aspects of being human. But then we graduate, and as adults, I can tell you, we unconsciously go through life trying to recreate those moments. We try to recreate the community, the connection, the joy of that campus life. But there's no avenue for that. There are companies, so some companies do that with company culture, but in an age of COVID, when more and more people are working from home, that's harder. And of course, the companies that actually create beautiful company culture, companies like Facebook, Google, Mindvalley, are maybe 2 to 3% of all the companies in the world. What about the rest of us? So with Mindvalley University, the fifth special ingredient is we are giving you that campus experience. What's going to happen over here is you're not just going to be in lectures. They're going to be epic, incredible parties every weekend. Every Wednesday, they're going to be social meetups with hundreds of us coming together in gorgeous bars across Tallinn. And best of all, there is an app, which I'm going to demonstrate to you, which will let you meet each other. We've built an AI introduction service, which has already studied all of your bios, all of your Mindvalley behavior, knows things about you, and will soon be able to introduce you to each other. And not only that, but on this app, you will be able to book and create your own events. So we have 70 major Mindvalley speakers and Mindvalley guest speakers, and then we're creating another 70 spots for you guys to come and take the stage. So many of you will be speaking on stages across Kulttuuri Cartel. But we're also going to give you an app where those of you who want to create outside gatherings, let's say you made a booking for 12 people at a great restaurant, you'll be able to post it and people will be able to RSVP. So you could plan a dinner, you could plan a sporting game, you could create a trip to the ocean, you could decide that you want to go hiking in the forest, you could decide that you want to open up your Airbnb to a party, and you can post it in the app. And so the app is going to connect us all, and we're going to create a virtual campus from scratch. 1 year from now, this will be available in every city in the world as we build our technology. But right now, you guys are the pioneers in this act of co-creation. So this is not just an event where you sit on your butt and listen to speakers. This is an event that you will be co-creating with us. In the next 3 weeks, and we know this from history, there will be 300 tribe events created, which means pretty much every single day there's going to be anywhere from 15 to 20 events for you to attend outside the official agenda. And so overwhelm is going to be a thing. So make sure you know how to manage your time, how to rest, and how to make sure that you have the best experience. But you're going to be in an abundance of community, connection, touching, spiritual experiences, cool dinners, inspiring connections. And I think this is so timely after all the crap we just went through because of COVID-19. So now you know how to navigate Mindvalley University. But I'd like to invite a few, maybe people who have been here before, to each share one tip. One tip. How many of you here have been to Mindvalley University before? Raise your hand. Okay? Is there anyone who wants to come on stage and share one tip tip with the audience? Raise your hand. Wait, I can't, hang on. I can't see you, but I'd love to invite you. Come on up. Do we have a mic? Okay, so one tip, and you must be...
You can't give me the microphone, he can't see me. Take it back.
I'm sorry, I really don't know
No
idea
idea. He gave me the microphone. I'm like, he can't give it to me. Give it to the other one. She's also awesome. I saw her in Mindvalley.
Let's get a mic up here. Okay, so one tip in 60 seconds that you would give people who have been...
One tip is just say yes. Say yes to everything, and especially say yes to shaking your booty. Get up here and like move your ass, have an amazing time, and just be magnetic. Be open. Be open to whoever wants to come up and say something to you. And like welcoming. Open your heart.
Thank you. Tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Katarina Amadora. I'm a sex and relationship coach from Pleasanton, California in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Thank you so much, Katarina. Is there anyone else? Anyone else who would like to try? Raise your hand. Okay, I can see someone over there in the yellow. Yes, come on up, come on up. Hey, Marion.
It doesn't end here. That's the second thing you probably want to know. Because you think, well, I thought it would end here in 2018 in Tallinn, done whatever, but it keeps going on. So people invite you to go and live with them in Barcelona, right? And
yeah, that's a problem, right?
Yes. Because, okay, I'm a bit conservative, Asian, Singaporean, Catholic, you know, and these very gorgeous younger men said, let's go to Barcelona and live together. And everything in me went, it's like, this is...
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is I very much experienced very good love and care and concern, compassionate and open. That's what I meant. And also, now we're friends. Everyone's like friends of friends of friends, right? But it will not end here. That's the other thing to be prepared for. And also that you allow it to grow into something deeper, because I'm back this time as an e-resident of Estonia and working with the Singapore government and Estonia deeper. Because of all that I did with the residency in 2018.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, 200 people 4 years ago signed up for residency. Thank you. I know, I'm so sorry that so many gorgeous men asked you to go and spend time in Barcelona living with them, and it offended your Asian, Singaporean, Catholic sensibilities. I'm sure your parents are very disappointed. Okay, so there's another thing about Mindvalley University that I believe from a spiritual perspective. So my belief about the world is that we are souls having a human experience. I bet you guys know that. But I also believe that souls make pacts to connect with each other. Souls make pacts to meet other souls. And these meetings could be love affairs, these meetings could be friendships, these meetings could be your future business partner. But souls need a place to meet. And I believe Mindvalley University gives these souls this meeting space, because that's the only way I can explain all the sheer serendipity that happens here. People start seeing coincidences, they start seeing strange, they have thoughts, desires, and then the right person shows up. They see connection, and they see tons and tons and tons of coincidences. So one of my spiritual masters say, when you start your day, set a goal that your day will be filled with serendipity. And at Mindvalley University, just like other events like Burning Man, serendipity goes through the roof. So make sure every single day you start your day with serendipity. That's the first tip, okay? Set a goal to experience magic, and you will. Set a goal for, ask the universe to bring the right people to you, the right ideas, the right opportunities, and then just be open. And make sure you have a notepad or you have a writing tool on your phone to start taking notes, because tons and tons of insights are going to come to you. You will start noticing serendipity today because there's a collective energy that we create that's inexplicable, but it causes magic to happen. There is a common thing that happens at Mindvalley University, which is where people fall in love. I'll show you a picture of one such couple soon. And then they come back to Mindvalley University, and the guy gets on his knees and proposes to the woman, and a wedding happens. The last time we had this in Tallinn, I was asked to conduct a wedding. The couple even shipped me a pink little bow tie. They insisted I wear a pink bow tie to conduct this wedding. I had no idea how to conduct a wedding, so I went and I got registered. Apparently, you can get officiated, registered, you can get an official certificate to conduct weddings and be a minister for $23.99 on a website online. So I choose myself, I'm officially a minister of spiritual studies. Cost me $23.99 and 5 minutes of study, basically. You read a simple bulleted list, you click a checkbox, and then you get it. But, you know, being an entrepreneur, I didn't stop there. I have a wedding special if any of you meet your loved one. I will do your ceremony for 99 bucks, but if you want, you can get a 3-for-1 deal where for $199, I will do your next 3 weddings. Which means, like, you're sorted. $199, just PayPal me like vision@lakiani.com. Let me know where I do it through Zoom. I do some stand-up comedy as well, right? And you, yeah, three weddings. So let's talk about our trainers and speakers and who you're going to be learning from. The first man I already told you about is Paul Mckenna. So, really fascinating fact about Paul, okay? Paul McKenna has 2 programs in Mindvalley that will blow your mind. Everyday Bliss and a program on confidence. Now, these programs actually are beautiful. They're around 14 to 21 days, but they don't have to be that long, because in each of these programs, there is one specific meditation. So with Everyday Bliss, it's called Hypnotic Trance Bliss, and then with Confidence, it's called Hypnotic Trance Confidence. And if you just listen to that meditation for how many days in a row, Paul? 21 days in a row. 21 days in a row, 20 minutes, you listen to that meditation, your brain actually shifts. You change the way you deal with stress. You change the way you show up in the world. These are 2 of the most powerful meditations, and these meditations are my 2 favorite meditations in the world, other than my own. Okay, so check it out. They are both available in the Mindvalley app. Now, next, Catherine Woodward Thomas. Catherine wrote 2 remarkable books. One is called Calling in the One, which is about summoning your soulmate in 49 days. This book is so weirdly powerful that Ostea, who was a member of my team, who was working with Catherine on the filming of the shoot, had to go through the quest. So she has a quest on Mindvalley as well. Had to go through the quest to help with the editing. And in 30 days, she manifested the man she's now living with. So this can be dangerous. But Catherine also wrote Conscious Uncoupling, which is about leaving relationships in a really healthy, conscious way. She does not believe in the idea of happily ever after, but that relationships are something that you step into and sometimes you step out of, and both are a celebration. So Catherine's going to be doing a remarkable day-long workshop here at Mindvalley University. And then Christina. Christina, where are you? There she is, right back there. So I'll be calling Christina up on stage later on to say a few words. Christina is officially Estonian. So me and Christina were married for 17 years. We have 2 Estonian children, and she's the co-founder of Mindvalley. And so our kids, Hayden and Eve, are enrolled in the kids program. And one of the reasons we're here in Estonia is because Christina happens to be Estonian. If I'd married a Greek person, this would be in Athens. If I'd married a Spaniard, this would probably be in Barcelona. But thanks to Christina, it's in Tallinn. So Christina will be giving a remarkable talk every week. And the talks are all going to be on the topic of her new upcoming book, Embracing Your Flawsome. And it's really about embracing that part of you that you may not be proud of, but how to really, embrace it so that you are a whole individual. More on that later. And then Ronan Diego. Ronan's a very popular teacher. So Ronan is 45% by body weight just in his biceps. And he will be taking you on an incredible journey to help you optimize your health. Next, Sheila Kelly. Perhaps you've seen that hit Netflix show, Rise Up, Strip Down, on pole dancing. So Sheila Kelly is 60 years old. 60 years old. And actually this year I believe she's going to be 61. But as a woman of 61, she is teaching women all around the world, despite their age, despite their body shape, to embrace their sensuality. And her Netflix documentary, Rise Up, Strip Down, has a 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes. I strongly recommend you watch that documentary before attending her talks this week, because she's going to blow your mind. And these are primarily for women, but men can attend as well. No polls needed. And then Michael Neal. Michael, stand up. So, Michael's going to be talking about how to meditate without meditation. But random fact about Michael, he did the voice of one of the villains on Scooby-Doo. Where's my mic? Where's the extra mic? Could I get it back up on stage? Michael, could you demonstrate?
And I would have got away with it too if it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
Juan Pablo Barahona. So this is an interesting story. Juan's new program on Mindvalley is on presence. But there's something really special about Juan. So Juan and his partner, Reagan, met at AFES. Reagan is one of the most brilliant 20-somethings I know. She teaches manifesting. And you know, she's one of those manifesting teachers where you actually know that she has something going on because she's a super successful entrepreneur, incredible speaker. She's just radiantly beautiful, and everything she does seems to have magic. She also has some of the best manifesting teachings around, and she's going to be Mindvalley's new manifesting teacher. But Reagan and Juan met at AFES, fell in love, came back to Mindvalley University, this is Croatia in 2019, and in Tallinn 2018, and as members of the community, they organized events for everyone else. They organized a cacao ceremony in Tallinn. 250 people attended. And then we thought we'll give them the big seminar room in Pula to do that again. They got a standing ovation. It was mind-blowing. And they did this as volunteers using the app I told you about. Because of what they gave to the community and the feedback from you guys, both of them are now today official Mindvalley authors. And their programs will be coming on Mindvalley this year. Now I share that story with you because I am hoping to find the next Juanpa or Reagan in this audience. And so every time you volunteer to serve the community, we're keeping an eye on you. And based on feedback, based on ratings, we're looking for talent that we can bring onto the Mindvalley platform. And of course, once you come onto that Mindvalley platform, your entire career blows up. So this is one of the reasons why we do it as well, right? So give your best and don't be afraid if you want to just step up and do something to serve the community. Another person who did a lot to serve our community is Jimmy Narain. So before I started Mindvalley University in Tallinn, I invited random AFES members to come and spend summer with me in Tallinn. 30 people showed up. One of them was Jimmy. We became really good friends, traveled around the world together. Jimmy became a regular, just as a community member, giving talks and workshops at Mindvalley University on what he does best, which is creating courses for Udemy. He's trained over 300,000 people on Udemy, and he's been written about in Fortune magazine as one of the top Udemy instructors. Jimmy's new program on Mindvalley is called Course Pro, and it shows you how to teach online. He'll be one of your teachers at Mindvalley University. Please give Jimmy a big round of applause. Next. Do you know what has been the fastest growing category on Mindvalley over the pandemic era? It was love, sex, and relationships. Like you guys. I thought this was a spiritual audience, but no, actually that's correct. Love, sex, and relationships are some of the greatest expressions of spirituality. Esther Hicks, the spiritual teacher, said the one if we are souls having a human experience, the ultimate experience the soul wants to experience is human sex. It is the greatest expression of godliness, yet again we suppress it. And so what we do at Mindvalley this year is that we're bringing a lot of teachers who are teaching dating, sex, relationship, because this is some of our fastest growing content. And one of these teachers is Linda Clemens. Her new program on Mindvalley is called Body Language for Dating and Seduction. And you guys are absolutely going to love Linda on stage. She is hilarious, and she's going to make you blush, but she's going to make you so much sexier than you already are. Then you have Sonia Choquette. Sonia spoke at A-Fest just a month back and was voted Best Teacher. Sonia is the world's most published intuitive. She has over 25 books on psychic potential, human intuition, and she is a master at this art. And she teaches you how to get in touch with your inner voice. So when she takes the stage, I can tell you, be in this room and be ready to dance, because part of her approach is dancing as well. So some of you guys are really, really, really going to love that. Now, all of these are just to teach us for week 1. So there's a lot to attend. And look, even if you attend 20% of this, you're going to come out winning. So the way to do Mindvalley University is to not get obsessed about attending everything, right? Like I have the Mindvalley University Google Calendar overlaid over my Google Calendar, and then I have regular meetings at work, and I decide what talks I really want to attend, and I show up for that. But I only attend maybe 30% of the talks. And if you can do 20%, you're good. Don't feel the pressure to attend everything. And look, many of our big name speakers, they are going to be incredible, but their talks are also going to be available to you recorded. So if you cannot attend, know it's going to be recorded. Of course, being in the room is a whole different experience. And so sometimes you may want to attend one of our community members' talks. You are supporting them, you're probably still going to learn something, and those talks are one-off. There is no recording there. Only the talks in this room get recorded. All the recordings are going to be free on YouTube over the next 1 year. Okay, we release them on schedule. But just know that so you can make a better decision. Now, kids and teens. Kids are going to be everywhere at Mindvalley University. And we might even be looking for volunteers to speak at the children's tracks. One of our philosophies, remember the Naveen Jain example? Kids are allowed everywhere. So at all the parties, there are going to be children running around. And so our parties tend to be very conscious. It doesn't mean you can't drink. There's wine, gin and tonic, which is the official drink of every Estonian, and lots of other drinks, but we're also going to have non-alcoholic options. So we've partnered with local companies like Chaga. Chaga makes beautifully healthy, delicious mushroom elixirs. And you can alternate between a glass of wine and an amazing mushroom elixir. And all our parties, the children are everywhere, and I love that because they add an incredible energy to the party. Now, in the beginning, when we started Mindvalley University, there was a very famous teacher that we brought on. Anyone recognize that man in the middle in the blue shirt? So that's Neale Donald Walsch, okay? He wrote the books Conversations with God. They sold 15 million copies. Conversations with God are incredible books. And what many people don't know is that book 2, Conversation with God, book 2, which is on, it's a channel work, and it talks about future human societies and how human beings are meant to live and interact with each other and even raise kids. Ideas from that book sparked the concept of Mindvalley University. Basically, ideas of being able to create intentional communities where people can learn from each other, where there is good, solid community being formed, and where children are free to learn from the adults in that community and not just their school teacher. These were some of the ideas that sparked Mindvalley University. So the first time we did it in Barcelona, I did everything I could to bring Neale Donald Walsch to come and speak to our community. And Neale is really profound. So his program on Mindvalley is called Awakening the Species. And he talks about 16 behaviors of higher conscious human beings. Saying higher consciousness is a very dangerous word because so many people define it differently. But Neale defines it in a very elegant way. And I want to assign you some interesting homework if you want to go further, okay? Try doing the Awakening the Species program on Mindvalley. Learn about these 16 behaviors All our programs are 20 minutes a day, so you can master or at least learn one of these behaviors in 20 minutes a day, and then use the canvas that is Mindvalley University to apply this behavior in your interactions with others. We won't talk about those 16 behaviors. I want to keep it mysterious so that you guys actually go and check out the program, but this is what I'm doing. Now, one of the things Neil says, which is really interesting, is this. So at that particular event, with all of these people, this is after he'd finished his lecture, but just an hour before this photo was taken, as the lecture had ended, the workshop had ended, and people were raising their hands and asking questions at the Q&A, a woman raised her hand and asked Neil the following question. Neil, I love everything you're saying, but what about those moments when we wake up and we're feeling sad or distressed or worried or anxiety? What do we do in those moments? And Neil looked at her and said, in those moments, just remember this. Your life is not about you. And everyone kind of gasped. They're like, whoa, that seems very insensitive. But Neil continued, your life is not about you. Remember, your life is about the lives of everyone you touch. Let me repeat. Remember, your life is not about you. Rather, your life is about the lives of everyone you touch. If you remember that, you will never wake up distressed, lonely, or feeling anxiety again. And then Neil went on. He said, be a healer. Think and act like you are a healer. When you walk into any room, walk in with the intention to heal the room. So if you think about that phrase, you get the intent of what Neil is saying. When we make our lives about the lives of everyone we touch, we are blessed with a really, really, really lucky life. This is why when I solve problems that I want to solve about the world, whether it's allowing my kids to have a better education or overcoming loneliness, I do it so that I can involve and fix the problem for other people. All of you get to play that at Mindvalley University. When you walk into any room, walk in with the intention to heal the room. When you walk to a party, walk in like you own the party and make sure that everyone, as best as you can, is lifted up by your presence, by your hello, by who you are. You may have drama, you may have BS, all of us have that as well. I work with great hypnotherapists to help me clear my shit all the time. But when I walk into a Mindvalley room, I walk in with the best intention to have fun, but to also see how I can bring fun for other people. So, let's talk about people and the social network. Remember I told you about that couple who got married? This is them. That's J.B. Orban. She met her husband at Mindvalley University. So all of you single people, watch out. And what I want to show you next is actually the new Mindvalley community app, because we've built this app to make it even easier for you guys to meet each other. I'm just going to grab my iPhone from my bag. I'm going to turn on AirPlay. Nobody in my team should send me any inappropriate text just to mess with me right now. And I'm going to show you what we can do with the new app, okay? AirPlay coming on. So this app is going to, I want you to download the app today. So we just uploaded a new version of the app, and there's some really cool stuff in the app. So firstly, in the app, make sure you fill out your bio and profile. Don't be an idiot like me, founder of Mindvalley Writer. No, write about yourself, write about your passions, write about what you love doing. The more you write in your bio, the smarter our artificial intelligence is going to be, and the AI is going to introduce you to people. So you'll notice there's a new tab here called Connect. It's the last one, Connect. And under Connect, you'll see two things. One is feed. So this is the feed of all the discussions and all the communities I'm part of. You can see various communities. If I click on See All Networks, I'll see all the networks. We are still building this, but you will see that there's Mindvalley University 2002. Feel free to go and write something. You can see there are 1,245 members in the network. Write something, say hi, introduce yourself, and you can click on the member faces to see everyone. So everyone here is on this app. So if you forget a name, it's easy to find someone. Let's click on Natalia Sloma, okay? She's one of my team members, and she's also going to be speaking at Mindvalley University. So Natalia is going to be teaching Zentra, a class on Zentra, which is a tantric dance exercise. And you can learn about her, you can learn what she does, you can also send her a friend request. So in this case, I'm already her friend, so you can unfriend anyone, but you can also send someone a friend request. And this way, you can also stay in touch after Mindvalley University. Now, try doing this when I'm done, in your free time today. Go and put a post and just introduce yourself. Now, the other thing over here is that, do you see that text that says people? If you click on it, you will see something called People to Meet at Mindvalley University. So this is unique to each individual. Every day, we're going to recommend 3 people for you to meet. It'll be right on your app. And this is based on artificial intelligence that's recognizing all your behavior in Mindvalley and then predicting who you're going to connect with. And then as you chat with these people, the AI will get smarter, will know if it did a good job, and will improve your next introduction. So this is the first case of a new tool that we're building called Mindvalley Introduction. So for example, I was told to meet Eric Ferguson. Is Eric Ferguson in the room? Hey, Eric, nice to meet you. So we obviously have something in common. The AI knows everything, and we are meant to be friends. Yeah, and that's great. And so here I'm learning a little bit about Eric, and so I see that Eric understands Enneagram 7. And just a week ago, my team was telling me to check into the Enneagram as a format, as a quiz assessment format. So I'd love to talk to you about the Enneagram, Eric. And so after you see the person you're meant to connect with, you can chat with them. Now, soon we're going to add a chat button directly on Eric's profile, but that's going to come later. So how do you chat? You will notice that there's a chat box right at the top. Do you see that number 6? So I'm going to click on it. These are all my chats. This is with my team. Click on the button on the right, the pen on paper, and you can create new chat groups, so you can create your own group. So let's say you're going out for dinner with other people over here. You can connect everybody and create a chat group. But I can also now search for Eric. So let me type in Ferguson. And there he is, Eric Ferguson. And you can see I've already sent Eric a message, said hi, but you know, the guy didn't reply. He just ghosted me. Like, Jesus, Eric. Seemed like a nice guy. Dick. Okay, so now look at this. So Yolanda Arite Bogil. So the AI is suggesting that I connect with Yolanda. So I'm just going to send Yolanda a friend request. Yolanda, are you in this room? Yeah. Awesome. Hey, Yolanda. Now, every day you're going to get 3 people. If you don't check the app that day, then you lose 3 potential friends, right? So think about that. You want to be checking the Mindvalley app all the time. Now, there are other new things in the app that you guys may want to know. By the way, I told you about Paul Mckenna's meditations. You can see in my favorite meditations, Instant Confidence and the Hypnotic Trance. That's all Paul Mckenna. Get the fuck out of my head, man. So, Paul Mckenna, amazing. Check out those meditations. And there's also a massive, you'll see, we put up a banner called Join Our Group Chat. And if you click on that banner, you will now be part of a massive group chat. So this way you don't have to worry about using WhatsApp or downloading Signal or Telegram. Everything is right over here. So we have 15 members right now in the group chat. You have to join it, but this... And wait. Hey Jason, you guys be happening because I may not be connected to the internet in this building. And so you can actually get on the... Ezra? So how do people submit a talk?
Yeah, in the top left corner, up here in the top left corner, you can see, you'll see your profile, and then you can apply to speak, and you can also apply to host tribe events. So we've had already 2 weeks, but I do want to let you guys know to host tribe events. So these are creating your own events outside of Culturi Cartel, or maybe on the grass, or a trip. And you can do that here by hosting events, and Vishen just showed you where those will show up on the app once we approve them. And so we want lots and lots of additional events from you guys submitted.
Okay, so remember, there are 2 types of ways to participate. One is tribe speakers. Ezra, stay on stage for a moment. Tribe speakers get a room in Culturi Cartel. We have 200 applications, space for 70. Please don't feel stressed if we cannot choose you. We're doing our best. It's very rare that we even create this type of instance. But let's say you can't be a tribe speaker for now. It's perfectly okay. You can create a tribe event anywhere in Tallinn. Now remember this. Do not come to me and pitch your ideas. Remember this man's face, okay? Talk to him, okay? Mindvalley is really big, and I don't really make a lot of decisions that you think I make. Half the time, I have no freaking idea what's going on, okay? Talk to this handsome, half Indonesian, half American man. He's also single, I think. Are you? Oh, he's not single. Sorry, ladies.
Thanks, Bishop.
Okay, so quick summary. There's a feed where you can see all the action happening. You can dive into any group. You know, if you're WildFit, the WildFit group is there now, but you'll also see the Mindvalley U group. You'll get an introduction to 3 people every single day, and you'll be able to click and see their profile, therefore fill out your profile. And then don't be like Eric Ferguson. Reply when people send you a message. You can connect with friends, and you can set up a chat. Remember to update your profile. Remember to join the group chat if you like having conversations with 1,243 people at the same time. And you can also see all of your recent chats. So once you start a chat with someone, the chat is saved there so that you guys can stay connected forever, even after Mindvalley University. And all your new chats will appear, all your new friends will appear, so it becomes really easy for people to stay connected. Now, I want to bring up some really special people to say a few words and welcome you to Tallinn. So these are 3 women who are essential for this project. And then we're going to bring back Jason Goldberg on. First up, Christina. Please come on stage. Christina, I'll let you take the stage.
Hello, I won't take a stage for a long time. Being the original Estonian, I get to welcome you to Estonia. Vishen was giving you a very beautiful introduction to Mindvalley, but we are actually in a very interesting country. So I'll give you just 2 tips before I pass the microphone. So you know how to navigate Mindvalley U, wrong event. Mindvalley University. I want to give you a tip how to navigate Estonia. If we were in America, we'd be in the northern border of Canada. So whenever something strange, you think, happens, because Estonia is unpredictable, it's too hot, it's too cold, nights are too bright, water is too shallow, you know, food too tasty, women too sexy. Excuse it to exotic factor. You're far north, almost Arctic. It really helps. And another suggestion, it has more to do with how to navigate the stage. Where do I not make the sound? Another suggestion is how to navigate AFest. I don't think I've landed from Jordan. How to navigate Mindvalley University. If you feel too overwhelmed, channel your inner Estonian. I'll give you a secret. Half of Estonians live in Tallinn. The moment you move out of the city, you won't see people anymore. So go to the bog, go to the forest, breathe. Take some space. Actually, another safe thing is to just hang with Estonians. They'll give you space, they'll give you silence. You'll be at peace. But more than anything, I really welcome you to my country. It's not the first Mindvalley University here in Tallinn, but it is the first Mindvalley University for a lot of you. And who's the first time in Estonia? Thank you guys for coming here. There are a lot of Estonians here. I really hope you love my country and you stay longer. Thank you.
Next up, I want to bring up Kadi Oya, who was the woman who led the first Mindvalley University in Barcelona and helped scale this event to the size it is today. Kadi?
Hi guys. First of all, I want to say that Vishen mentioned that back in 2017 it was a chaos and now we got it. Then believe me, there are still moments when our face is saying we got everything under control, but our mind is saying, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. So it's still existing, but we have got better in hiding it. But first of all, I want to say the biggest thank you for being here, for showing us that this community is stronger than ever. And coming together as a community is more important than ever before. This time, planning for this event has been a little bit different experience for me because in addition to this favorite job of mine right here, I've been a little bit busy with my additional new favorite job, which is being a mom to my baby boy. And because of that, I haven't been that involved in all the details of this event coming together, and I've been getting a lot of updates from the most incredible team who has been putting their hearts into making this event happen. And every week on those meetings, I've been literally wishing that I was one of you guys sitting there, being able to attend the event fully because of everything that they have planned for you. I'm just so excited for what's waiting for you ahead. And one of the most favorite parts of doing events has always been for me reading and hearing the stories that you will be sharing with us during and after the event, because this is where we see the transformations that you will be going through most clearly. And I love to think that at this point, none of us in this room really knows what exactly our stories will be, because this will be created by the decisions that we will make over the next weeks. Well, thank God for the AI suggesting who to meet, because otherwise we will all be in trouble choosing who to meet from this group of amazing people and which sessions to attend. But I trust that all of you also have this inner knowing and guidance on where to be and who to meet. Because at this very moment, the person sitting next to you could actually be your new best friend. Or, see, it's already happening. Love it. Love it. Or it could be your new business partner. Or who knows, you might fall in love in the person. Just putting it out there that 4 years ago at Mindvalley University we had a tribe wedding. So let's see. But what I know for sure is that many of these connections created there will be written in your stories forever. And we have just opened the first chapter of our stories here, and I cannot wait to see how we will be co-creating these stories and how these will be unfolding. And with that, I would love for us to also acknowledge the incredible team who has been working around the clock and really putting everything they have into making this event happen. Starting with the absolute superwoman, Laura. Can you please come on the stage?
Thank you. Pretty cool stage that we have planned here. It's good to see it from this angle. Welcome, one of the Estonians, as you can see, in the Estonian flag colors, proudly Estonian. Do we have any event planners in the audience? Who has ever planned an event before? I can see a few hands. So you would definitely know that this is the moment that the event planners love the most. Seeing all your hard work, all the details, all the planning, like what color the carpet should be, where the chairs should be, where the banners should be, finally coming together. It all coming to life. And thank you. Thank you for bringing it all to life. This is... This is such a beautiful feeling to see it happening. And yeah, we couldn't do it without you, and we couldn't do it without the beautiful team that we have. So I would love to bring the rest of the team on the stage. Vision, if you could also join us. So we have Tina here. And the applause is not stopping. So Tina is the one who has planned the agenda, all the speakers. So maybe Vision, you would love to actually introduce the few people on the team.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the original members of our events team who've been working with me for a really long time, 2014. I've seen you people grow up. Wow, almost a decade. Ola Abbas is from Sudan. She's a former biomedical engineer who decided to give that up to become a party engineer. All the spectacular visuals and parties you see is her, right? And then Kadi, as I mentioned, Kadi needs no introduction, but just fun fact about Kadi, we've been trying to get Kadi to curse for like almost a decade. Like earlier she said, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Most normal humans say, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, but Kadi cannot curse. There was one moment when she said the F word and we had a celebration party in our office.
Should we try now? Oh shit.
Yes. Laura has been incredible. Okay, so the crazy thing about this team, and which is why I so appreciate this team, is because, guys, over the last 3 years, we couldn't do anything. And so many people in this team had to reinvent themselves. They had to find new jobs within the company. Laura, for example, stepped into HR. And then when COVID ended, they had to rush and do multiple events in the shortest time possible. They just finished A-Fest in Jordan, in frickin' Jordan. There was so many members of royalty come at A-Fest. We had like a princess problem coordinating like royalty sitting and stuff. And yet, a few weeks later, they are putting on this event, which is 3 weeks long. And yesterday, they finished another event, which is the Mindvalley Supercoach Forum. And Laura has been that person really leading all of that stuff. So she is one of the most incredible people I've ever had the pleasure of serving with. And Tina's been the person coordinating and putting together this complex agenda, 70 authors, and then 70 tribe speakers. And again, she's jumping into this after completing A-Fest, another massive event in Jordan. And Laura, I'll let you introduce the other members of the team.
Yes, and we have 3 more incredible team members here. We have Anastasia. She's been running around organizing the printing and the registration and everything. We have Melanie. She's in charge of 150 volunteers at this event. And we also have Gigi here. She's in charge of the youth programs, the teens, the kids, the nurseries. So the parents here, you'll be interacting with her. And we also have a few more team members who are not here yet, so my appreciation goes to Alvaro, to Alia, and to everyone else who's been helping us behind the scenes and who are coming very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So now as we come to the tail end of this orientation, I know we went slightly over time, so my team is going to have a stern talk with me later on. We're going to be doing this orientation every Monday around this time. We'll get it tighter. And so if people are coming in subsequent weeks, if you have friends showing up, please have them come to the orientation so they learn how to navigate A-Fest. And now I'm going to hand you back to Mindvalley U. Thank you, Christina. I'm now going to hand you back to the man who is now officially in my heart, the 8th greatest Jewish rapper in the world. Jason.
All right. You guys know the emoji that kind of looks like this? This is how I feel when I think about the team and how they do all this shit. I have no clue. Somebody's like, oh, how do they do all it? I have no clue. They don't sleep. I don't know what they do. But they're amazing, and I'm so grateful for the entire team. The things that go on behind the scenes of an event like this that you'll never know and hopefully never see, it's just mind-blowing what they're able to create. So just one more round of applause for the entire team for what they put together here. Really, really amazing. And what's that vision? Ezra's not single, but you think I should tell them I am? No, I'm gonna look so thirsty. That's terrible, bro. I'm sorry, guys. You weren't supposed to hear that. We'll make sure we edit that out of anything that's been recorded. It's poor taste. Guys, I'm really excited for the next person coming to the stage, our next speaker. Yes, people are already clapping because they know. They're like, shut up, Jew boy, get off the stage, just bring Paul up. I get it, but let me have my moment to talk about this incredible man. So the next person is coming up to the stage, Paul Mckenna. Go ahead and make some noise ahead of time. Hold on. That was a premature introduction. There's pills for it, it's fine. As Vishen mentioned, he has sold 12 million books in 35 countries. The man has been named by the London Times as one of the world's leading gurus, alongside some, schlubs like the Dalai Lama and huge people like that. Nobody big, Nelson Mandela, newbies that are up-and-comers. I really see good stuff happening for them, though. He has worked with people for over 20 years, millions of people, to help them lose weight and to quit smoking and to increase their self-confidence and to get rid of insomnia, just all these different things. And I have a really personal connection to Paul's work, because when we were just in Jordan for A-Fest, because that was actually A-Fest, I'm using it correctly, Christina and Vishen. I was talking to Vishen one night, and he said, you have to listen to these meditations. It's going to be life-changing. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll check it out. So I listened to them while we're in Jordan. That night, actually, I went and listened to them. And I had a business struggle that had been going on for me for a couple weeks, something that actually threatened to have a huge chunk of revenue leave my business, and I had no idea what to do with it. I was stressing out over it. I was talking to mentors. I was talking to friends. I couldn't find anything that felt aligned for me. I listened to this meditation once, immediately had the answer, solved the problem the next day, in one listen. That's how incredible this man's work is. I'm going to shut up and let you hear from him directly. Everybody, please welcome Paul Mckenna.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hey, who here would like more confidence, more optimism?